I think for Jacob Trouba, I think the thing with him is that the first game was his first game in Belleville. I think he just needs to get a little bit more comfortable. You know, I think that he's probably a little bit nervous in that game, and I just like to get him just a little bit more comfortable in the game.
After having a little bit of time to review what happened on Sunday night, what would you like to see different from your entire group tonight?
Well, you know what, I'd like us to. I didn't think we managed the puck great. You know, I thought that I thought we could use to support the puck a lot better. You know, for all over the ice, really, from the breakout even through the neutral zone. We were a lot of times we could have been anywhere from 40, 50 feet away from the puck a lot of times, and I think that's just the newness of the players trying to get accustomed to playing together in a system and maybe overthinking some situations. So I'd like us to settle down a little bit more and just play more of a puck control, a speed game with better support. That would be the big thing.
You've used Kane instead of Gucci on the outside with different people in the middle. Will you at some point in time use Kane instead of Gucci in different places, or have you kind of got that in your mind that you'd like to start the season with them on the wings and you just want to find someone that works in the middle and the more chemistry they can develop in the preseason, the better?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. First of all, when you look at the line with Ladd, Little, Wheeler, that sets itself up pretty good to maybe start there because of what they've got going. So unless that really changes, you would probably look to keep them together and then probably look to find a center that would function. And I think what we'll do with that is we'll just let that play out. Tonight be Jokinen's first game. And with those guys, I thought they looked good in practice yesterday, and we'll see how they do here. I thought that they moved the puck pretty well in the power play. So we'll see how they do with Jokinen there, and we'll just take it one day at a time and make that assessment.
For Kane and Clitsome, you guys sort of came in off waivers, and you were familiar with them, but what have you seen the biggest change heading into this season from when he got here or started close?
Well, I think that when he got here, he was, I think, good the first game, if I remember correctly. And he got a little bit nervous, a little bit hard on himself, and this game was kind of all over the place there for a number of games. But then I thought he settled in quite well last season. I thought he settled in quite well with Bufflin. You know, at some point he looked like he was very confident in that role and playing with him. And so I thought he did a real good job. You know, and when I had him in Columbus, going back to then, we didn't have him a whole long time. I didn't have him a whole long time at the national level. He would come in, play some games, exhibition games, and then head down to Syracuse in the American League. So it was kind of hard to judge. But I had watched him. You know, he played a lot of minutes when I left. He played a lot with Scott Arneal. I think played power play and stuff like that. So he's been a pretty steady player for us. You know, this will be his first game along with Buffalo tonight. So it's going to take a little bit of time. I think we want to jump to conclusions on things, and we want to put people in certain places. There's really no patience, There's patience from my standpoint, but in the general sense of things, everybody's trying to hurry up and race to a lot of different things that I'm not. I'm just kind of going day to day and trying to make assessments. Systems.
Evander was talking just a few minutes ago about how he likes to play a lot, and how he likes to send that message to people on certain nights. He wouldn't tell us how he does it. Does he turn around and say, "Hey, I'm going good tonight. Give me some more"? Or how does that communication go between you and or any player?
Yeah, I would say every player would like to play a lot. Would not only be Evander. So every player would like to play a lot. I think what you do as a coach, you just watch the game, and then you watch who's looks like they're going, who's going, and then is there a position there where you can play a guy more? That's dependent on the game, but everybody wants to play a lot. They would all be looking over at the coach saying, "I feel great and I'm ready." And that's great, but you can't play everybody all the time. So I don't have a code. I don't have anything special going with him. There are other guys that merit playing time if they're going good. That's pretty much how you do it. You got to just kind of play through the game and see how it goes.